Have you ever just stared at a long list of numbers and felt your brain start to fizzle out? It's just a jumble, right? Well, today we're going to look at a super simple but really elegant tool that turns all that data chaos into something crystal clear. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start with the problem itself. We've got raw, unordered data. When it's like this, it's pretty much impossible to see any patterns, to find any meaning, and honestly, it's just a mess. So take a look at this list. Our source material says these are the ages of some folks at a church picnic. Now, at a quick glance, can you tell me the youngest age or what the most common age is? It's kind of tough, right? You have to scan back and forth. The numbers just aren't telling us a story yet.
And that is the big question, isn't it? When you're facing a list like that, how do you actually organize it so that it gives you the information you need, like instantly?
Well, we solve it with this really cool solution that works kind of like a bookshelf for our data. It takes that messy pile of numbers and arranges them into something totally neat and easy to understand.
And this tool is called a stem and leaf plot. Its entire job is to take that jumble and organize it so you can see two really important things at once: how the data is grouped together and which numbers pop up the most often.
And here is the perfect way to think about it. A great little analogy from our source. Just picture the stem as a bookshelf, and each leaf is a single book on that shelf. It's a really simple but powerful way to picture how this whole thing works.
And this visual just drives that point home. See? On the left, you've got the parts of our plot, the stem and the leaf. And on the right, you've got the bookshelf, the shelf and the book. The stem holds a whole group of similar numbers, just like a shelf holds a group of books. Simple as that.
All right, enough with the theory. Let's get our hands dirty and actually build one of these plots ourselves, using that age data from the church picnic.
It's really just a simple three-step process. First, we find our stems. That's the tens digit. For all our picnic goers, their ages are in the 20s, so our only stem is a 2. Step 2, we list out all the leaves, which are just the ones digits for each age, right next to that stem. And then finally, to make it super clear, we just put those leaves in numerical order.
And there it is. Look at that. The stem, 2, is on the left. The leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, are on the right. Instantly, you can see the youngest is 21, the oldest is 26, and that the age 23 shows up twice. All that information just perfectly organized and so much easier to read.
See how that works? It's not just about making things tidy, it's about actually revealing the story that's hiding in the numbers. Let's try another example to really see the power of this thing.
Okay, so here we've got some scores from a Bible trivia quiz. And again, it's just a list. I mean, we can tell they did pretty well, but it's hard to get a quick feel for the overall performance, you know?
But now, look what happens when we pop it into a stem and leaf plot. This time we've got two stems, an 8 for all the scores in the 80s, and a 9 for the scores in the 90s. And now you can literally see the shape of the data.
And that shape, well, it tells a story. The source points out that this plot makes it immediately obvious that most of the scores are clustered right there in the high 80s. You see that long row of leaves next to the 8? That is a huge visual clue that was completely hidden in that original messy list.
So, as you can see, this is way more than just a little math trick. It's a tool for clarity, and it works with any set of numbers, helping you go from just having raw data to being able to make an informed decision.
And you can see how this simple structure just consistently reveals the pattern underneath, no matter what the data is. Here, with numbers in the 40s, a cluster around 47 just jumps right out at you.
And here, with a set in the 70s, you can instantly spot that there's a duplicate score of 72. Easy.
Even with data down in the 30s, the key takeaway is exactly the same. The organization itself is what brings the shape of the data to light.
And that's really the big idea here. Whether you're looking at ages, or quiz scores, or literally any other kind of data, that simple act of putting it in a structured way is what creates understanding. It turns all that noise into actual information.
Now, it's interesting. The source material we're looking at takes this idea of organization a step further. It finishes up by connecting this mathematical need for structure to a much broader life lesson, using this verse from Proverbs to make a final point about the value of having guidance and structure early on.
So, that leaves us with one final question for you to think about. What about the numbers in your own life? Your budget, maybe your workout times, your statistics at work. What hidden stories and patterns could you uncover with just a little bit of organization?